What is good, Life Podcast? What is good? Y'all see what's going on, bro. Y'all see what's going on. Me and Dede is here together now. Y'all see?
Now. Like, you feel me? What we talking about, though?
It's crazy.
You feel me? What we talking about, though,
man? Bro, we went 35 episodes.
35 big ones. You stayed in, though. We stayed strong. 35 big ones. Stay consistent. Shorter every day. And now look where we at. You feel me? We getting comfortable. Separation. What we talking about?
Separation.
What chapter that is? What step that is? You feel me? We said this, man. Separation season. Just happy to blessed to be here. Most importantly, though, you feel me? Because, you know what I'm saying? It feel good. You feel me? To be able to, like, I can feel you now. I felt you through the screen. But you feel me? Like, you feel me? It's gonna hit different now. But like I said, just blessed, honored to be here. Very excited to be able to do this. For me, because not people in our city doing this. You know what I'm saying? Speaking the right words, telling the right things, and staying strong. And most importantly, showing people that is growth is possible, change is possible. Life. It's a test, like we say, bro. It's possible to pass that test. Facts. You just gotta stay strong, stay patient, and keep going. Most importantly,
that's a fact, bro. That's a fact, man. And to be honest, bro, how was your weekend, bro? Like, I know you just settled down and stuff coming down. Like, how was your weekend?
Weekend, bro. I flew here. You know what I'm saying? Had a good flight. Crying, bro. It was a little like, dang, like I was so used to being home. You feel me? I was like 6 months in Louisiana. To not be here, so it hit a little different. My cousin, she had a general, she having a boy. For me,
boy.
Yeah, you feel me? So, what I'm saying? Time to be an uncle now. Yeah. D1.
You better be fine.
D1.
bro.
It's really Sunday, had a good day, just relax, chill with the boys, hang out, went bowling and stuff, but W weekend, though. But I'm happy to be back here, though, you feel me? This is where my heart is aligned at, you feel me? So, it feel good. But what about you, bro?
I like that, bro. And for me, this weekend was a little bit more like, I guess I had more time to myself and just like spent time, how do I want to say it, like detaching from past things. So like relationships, people from my past, my own dad, to be honest. I have to, heal from and learn about that. So that's kind of how I spent my weekend this weekend. Was just pretty much just learning to, detach from the emotions that I had connected to these things, people, things, all that, bro. I had to detach that. So
and the best thing about detaching, once you detach, everything comes to you, right? Because you're not holding on to what it first was. You feel me? So detachment is like the real way to success. Because once you detach, guess what? You're good with everything. You true to yourself. You true to life. Once you true to life, good for me. That's right. Like that. Everybody need that. That's fire, bro. That's fire. That's fire.
Bro, and getting into the topics, man. Dede, question. What does it mean to figure out the test?
Figuring out the test, bro. See, this one is this one
a little deep.
This one deep. This one really, really, like, it's hard to really just figure out the test because you don't know what's going on. You feel like, dang, this happened for this happened to this. Like, you feel like you're getting attacked. Like, you feel like you're stuck. But figuring out the test is understanding why is the test happening, right? Like, what are you doing for this to be happening? I think a lot of the times as humans, we be like, dang, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. But it's a cause and effect, right? So what's the cause? Like, we so tuned and attached to the effect that we forget about the cause. You feel what I'm saying? So, figuring out the test is figuring out the cause. And once you figure out the cause, guess what happened? You can change the effect. You see how that works? Like, a lot of the times we so effect. But once you figure out the cause, the effect changes, right? It's all about a mindset thing. Like, if you think negative, what happens? The negative things come to your life. But once you think positive, the cause, your life becomes positive. You feel what I'm saying? What about you, bro? That's a real deep question.
So for me, like, figuring out the test, I feel like it's one of those things that's like, it comes down to, you gotta really remember, who you are, when you're getting tested, you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes, like you said, oh, nah. Hey, hold on
now.
Whoa. Oh, hey.
Did your Wi-Fi disconnected?
Yeah.
Wait, let me check right quick. I can check.
Or am I tripping? I feel like I'm not tripping though.
And now you're not tripping.
It stopped, right?
Yeah.
Oh, reconnection successful.
Okay, let me see. Let me check. Okay, you back live.
Okay.
Yeah, you live. Yeah, you live.
Alright, we back.
Yeah, you live. Yeah, we good. We good, chat.
Okay, we back. We back. So yeah, to me it's like, you kind of have to like you said, you have to figure out what it is that's your cause, right? Like what is the reason that this is happening, and then just remembering. What I mean by remembering yourself is through these tests is like remembering like, okay, that you can get through these things, that when things come to you, that you can get through them. And the remembrance is like remembering from before when you were maybe a kid and you had something else going on in your life and you got through it. Those are ways of remembrance. Like, okay, I got through something way harder before. So the thing that's going on right now, whatever this test that's going on right now, it's not affecting me like that because I understand that I've been through something way worse or I've been through something way better. You feel me? So that's what I think.
Yeah, I like that you said that too, because a lot of the times it's like if you just think about like growing up, like, we all struggle, right? Struggle is normal. So if you come across a situation like, I've been through this before, it's easy. Like a lot of times situations are repeated. Like you go through the same thing over and over. Like you go broke, you get rich. You go broke, you get rich. You be happy, you be sad. It's a repeated cycle. But all you gotta do is break the cycle and figure out what makes you constantly happy. And once you figure out that, you figure out the test. And I think like the most important thing about like figuring out the test is like figuring out the test is the easiest part, right? But a lot of times we make it hard because we look externally rather than looking internally, right? Sure. And so once you look externally, you looking, you're searching, but you're not searching for yourself. And then once you like delay searching for yourself, guess what? You get deeper, you get sunken. And now that's why a lot of times like the people lose themselves, like because like people want money, people want this, people like they want all these things, and they forget about the one thing that matters the most, and that's you, that's your heart, and you have to figure out your heart to be able to figure out the test, because that's the test. Yeah. The test is figuring out your yourself, because if you don't figure out yourself, guess what? You're going up and down. You A, then you get a B, then you get a C, you get an F. And you know why that's happening? Because you're reacting to the external world. You're reacting to different things externally. Like if something bad happens, how do you react? You know what I'm saying? Like if you react in a way that's not for you, guess what? You failed that test. That's all it is. And the life is a test itself. When you wake up, what's the first thing you say? That right there is the biggest test. When you wake up, what's the first thing that come on your mind? Because guess what? Like we talk about, the first thing we do when we wake up, what we do? Look at our phone. Guess what we felt? We felt the day just off of that. Just because we woke up and went straight to our phone. Think about that. It's like life, every breath, every second is a test. And all you gotta do is be you, be true to yourself, and you always gonna pass that test. Why? Because you know you.
I like that.
That's all I like that.
That's facts, bro. And that's really what it is getting to know yourself. And don't get me wrong, it's not going to be something that happens very quick, which is why you have to be patient, because these tests, sometimes when you ever take a big test, right, you sit in the classroom for how many hours? If you take that test for hours, right, you take it for hours, because if you actually pay attention, you're going to take longer, right, because it's like, think about it like yourself. Okay, if you examine this test fully, it's going to take you a long time to heal from it, or to get better from this test, right? Yeah. Or like that's just how it is. It take hours when you're taking a test. I could sit down. I'm taking 4 or 5 hours taking a test, right? Okay, boom. So if it's my life, why can't, when tests come to my life, why can't I study on myself, work on myself, and sit there for hours and work on myself? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when these tests come, you have to really look within. Like he said, look within yourself, because you're gonna find everything out within, not without. Or you know what I'm saying? So if you keep looking within, you keep building within, just like this test, you keep learning, you keep doing it, you'll end up passing that test, right? You'll end up passing whatever it is that you're going through in life, as long as you keep working on yourself, though. But you have to take that time, because it's going to take time. It's not something that's going to happen in one day. It might take 2 days, it might take 3, it might take a week, it might take a year for you to get over it. But it's long as you know what I'm saying, progressing and understanding what this test is every day, then you can knock it out the bud instantly, to be honest. But you have to understand what this test is first. You know what I'm saying? And when you do understand the test, that's when it can easily be done. It don't have to take a long time. It don't have to take a year. It could take one day. It might just take that same day. You might just be like, okay, God tested me, do. What can I learn from this? That's it right there. That when you say that to yourself, you already passed this test.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, now you're figuring out what is it that God is trying to teach me. And through that moment, that is when God will show you what he taught you. And then after, you good.
No, that's fact. And to go back off like the whole test, like a school thing, right? Like, it's the test is important, right? But it's how attentive are you to the test, right? Like, we all take the SAT, right? But only a few people really separate and get to the next level with the SAT test. Why? Because they prepare for the SAT. Why? Because they stay up for the SAT, right? Like, think about life now, right? How do we prepare for the test? Are we going to wake up every morning and pray? Are we going to wake up every morning and remember our purpose in life, right? Are we going to wake up every morning and go to our phone? You got to prepare for the test. Like, you can't just go into the test blinded. Because you go into the test blinded, guess what happens? You get lost. You get stuck. You get confused. You get shattered. And you break and you fold. Just how, like, taking the SAT test, right? You go to the test, man, I don't feel like taking the test. What you going to do? Sleep. And then guess what? You fell. And then guess what? You get laid back. It's just like life is a test, just how we take tests in school. And just think about, like, now let's go to like the classroom situation, though, right? Because it's deeper. Think about who's watching you. God watching you, right? The teacher watching you. The teacher gonna walk around the room and make sure you don't fail that test. Make sure you don't cheat the test. God is always gonna make sure we don't cheat the test. And you know why I say that? Because you have to be aware of God and aware of your purpose and aware who's watching, right? Because a lot of the times the test, the goal for us is not to really pass the test. The goal for us is just get out the classroom. Because we don't want to be in that area. So think about us. If you make your goal, I just want to get to heaven. I just want to get to heaven. And are you going to sleep your way to heaven? No. Are you going to sleep your way through the SAT? No. What you going to do? You're going to stay focused. You're going to stay locked in. You're going to want to pass that test. You're going to want to do good. Because why? The people who do good on the SAT, they go to those big colleges. The people who do good in life, they go to heaven. Think about that. Like, life is literally connected. Everything is connected as one. We can go over, like, deeper to, like, you know, nature, like the water, you know, something as simple as water, right? Like, it rains every day, and you feel me? It rains every day. It's big oceans, it's all these things, and you know why I say that? Because it's full of different animals, it's full of different things, it's full of different emotions. Guess what we are? We're full of different emotions, we're full of different waves, and the motion, it goes up and rise, it goes, but one thing stays consistent, right? Its purpose is to feed the animals and give animals life. And think about our purpose in life, bro. To please God, to worship God, to do all these things. So, like, you know, figuring out the test is to understand your purpose. That's how you figure out the test. You figure out the test and understand your purpose, and you stay aligned with your purpose. You don't come off track. You don't get distracted. You don't get caught up in the world. Because once you get caught up in the world, guess what happened? You're going to sleep. You're going to fail. And like it's about being aware. That's being aware. We always talk about it, because once you become aware, you're going to pass that test just off of awareness alone, because you're going to catch yourself. And whenever you do something like, you know, something that's not with you, like, dang, now let me chill out. You stop right there, you feel me? I think, you know, people look at life so hard, but life is not hard. Life is really easy. Life is real easy. It's super, just be you.
Facts, bro. And question, bro. And speaking on the next topic, to be honest, it's talking about simple is a better life. What does that mean to you? Like, what's a simple life for you?
Simple life is just you know, wake up, remember your purpose in life, stay off the social media. Like, I think my thing is, it's the social media nowadays, right? Like, social media really taking us all the way astray. Like, you know, we get caught up just scrolling, and that doesn't really get you a better life, right? So for me, I think, you know, stay away from social media a little bit, not too much. You know, we human at the end of the day. And consistency, right? Like, you got to show up every day, like, no matter what it is. Because a lot of times, simple can be something that's like, you know, I'm gonna drink a gallon of water a day, and that makes you feel better right there. Feel me? Yeah. So simple is something literally simple, and that's how you have a better life, bro. What about you, bro?
I agree, bro. Like, I feel like we as humans, we make our lives so hard because I always talk about it. We always throw chaos in our lives. We throw things in our lives that we don't need, right? Like, if you really think about it, a peaceful life, when you think of a peaceful life, what does that mean to you? Like, for most people, for me, a peaceful life is like no stress about nothing, right? So if I want to live a peaceful life, then what do I have to do? I have to live peacefully now, right? I can't wait till later to live peacefully. I gotta live peacefully now within my heart. So right now in my heart, I'm at peace. I'm at ease. Like I don't stress about negative. I don't stress about bad things happening. If something bad happens, I'm turning to God. You know what I'm saying? I'm always turning to God.
Yeah.
Anything good or bad, you gotta turn to God.
Yeah.
So I think once you allow things to be like that, like you don't allow your life to be hard, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't allow certain things to get into your life. And like they said, being aligned with your purpose is very important with being simple, because it's something consistent, like you said, consistency every day.
Yeah.
But it's not something that's OD. Like you said, just a gallon of water every single day, that's gonna make you feel healthy.
Yeah.
You could stream, say you do content. I always talk about content, but say you do content and you stream. You don't have to stream 20 hours every day.
Yeah.
You just have to show up and make it simple for yourself. Show up for 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
That's calm, right? Like instead of scrolling for 3 hours, stream for 3 hours.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you gotta figure out like how can you make your life simple for yourself, because my life, the way my life might be simple for me, might be hard for you. You get what I'm saying? So
I like
however
that.
it's simple for you is how you have to live your life.
I like that. And that's real deep, because a lot of the times like we want to live other people's life, right?
Yeah.
And we want to, it's because social media, like we want to be that rich person, we want to be all those things, but we're not doing what it takes to be that, right? Like we just want to be, but we're not willing to become, because the only way to be, you have to become. You have to separate yourself. You have to become different. You have to move different. You have to start breaking those bad habits. Like a abundant person not gonna have a poor person mindset, because it doesn't work like that. You have to embody what you want to be, right? And it's really important. I just said that because like a simple life is remembering God, right? Like if you remember God, He's gonna remember you. That's simple as that. Like if you always got God on your mind, your life is gonna be simple. Why? Because you're gonna move totally different. Like you're not gonna, like a simple life is, I'm not gonna smoke. Why? Because I know God is watching me. I remember God, and then guess what? Since you're not doing that, you breaking away from that sin, and you doing all, like you went to the right thing. He's gonna remember you. He's gonna remember your good deeds. He's gonna remember your good action. You're gonna get blessed, and then it's gonna be like, you know what? Thank you, God. And you're gonna keep living life, because you're not gonna be thinking about the money. You're not gonna be thinking about the views. You're not gonna be thinking about none of that. You're just gonna have gratitude for it. You're gonna be thankful for it, and then guess what? That's gonna increase your remembrance of Him. And then once you increase your remembrance of Him, guess what? Guess what else increases? Him remembering you. You feel me? It goes together. You remember God a lot, He remembers you a lot. And guess what? And that makes life simple. That makes life better, because you're not living for the world no more. And that's what a lot of times is. We living for the world. We living for a view. We living for a clip. We living for the money. We living for the status. But how far does that take you? You feel me? At some point, you're gonna get 50 to where you can't do what you were doing at this age. And that's another big thing too. Like, bro, like we're young. Like these years now is the most important years of our life right now. Because once we get to 30, 35, guess what? We having kids and this and this and this. Can we be stressing how we stressing right now at that age? No, we can't. Why can't we be stressing? Because we have to take care of family. We have bigger roles. And we can't handle a role right now of something simple. We're 20, we got no bills to pay. Some people got bills, this, but if you 20, 23, you just living your life, this is the time to, like, I'm not going to say force yourself to stress, but to put as much as you can on yourself and make it simple for me. Because if you can handle everything now, think about the next 10 years when you got a family, you got kids, got all these things. Life gonna be 10 times simpler and 10 times better, because you're gonna have more aligned with you.
So
what's up? Are you good?
I got a question. So, say if somebody was, trying to, say if somebody was trying to, make their life better or peacefully, right? How can they come out of chaos? How can they come out of, like, say if their mental is just like already bad, they're in a bad spot, but they're trying to find that better life. They're trying to get that simple life. You know what I'm saying? How can they change their mindset or change the way they move to get a better life?
I like that. So that'll go back to like figuring out the test, right? So first you have to figure out what's the chaos. You have to figure out what the problem is. Is it your friends? Is it your family? Is it your surroundings, right? Like you have to figure out what the real problem is, because a lot of times it's not always internally, right? Because you try your best, you go as hard as you can, but it's the people around you, it's your environment that's bad. And So figure out the test, right? And then once you figure out the test, you feel like it's the same thing going on. You have to distance yourself. That's the key to everything. Is distance. Once you distance, you become. And I'm happy this was the question, because we're so used to saying, even me, I say it too. I had to really think about it till like the other day. I thought about it. A lot of times we say like, who are you when nobody's around? I think we got it wrong, right? It's who are you when everyone is watching, right? Because a lot of the times, like, it's easy to be me when nobody's around me. It's easy to just, be me in the quiet. It's easy because why? Nobody's watching me, right? Yeah. But who am I when everybody's watching me and I'm around everybody? Am I going to continue to do what they're doing, or I'm just going to be me? You feel me? And that's why, like, a lot of the times, like, people can't really, like, escape that mental spot, because when they get around people, they want to act out, they want to change, they want to be like, they want to be with the cool kids. That's literally what it is. They want to be with the cool kids. Yeah. And so, even me, I was just so used to saying, like, who am I when nobody's watching me? I'm this. I know that already. But like, you feel me? Like, in my heart, I know who I am. But it's like, who am I when the test is louder, when it's loud, when it's so much more chaos, when there's so much around me? Like, am I still gonna be me? Am I still gonna, not smoke? Am I still gonna not drink? Am I still gonna, stick to what I built? Because if I was me doing a quiet this and this and this, and then once it got loud and I went right back to it, what did me doing? Who was I? Like, did me being in the quiet, did it matter? Yeah. No. You feel me? Like, think about this. Like, when you get all the money, this and this, who are you? You feel me? Like, that's what it is. So I think, it's really just like, if you're in a situation where it's loud, a lot of chaos, it's like, you're kind of like one of those, like, okay, go get it moments. Like, right, me personally, like, I came to Kissimmee, and I still wake up and I run, because that's who I am. You feel me? I'm not going to come to Kissimmee and stop running. Or I'm not going to come to Kissimmee and stop reading my Quran. I'm not going to come to Kissimmee and stop doing what I've been doing. Why? Because that's not me. I am who I am. You feel what I'm saying? So it's who are you when it's loudest. It's not who are you when it's quiet. It's who are you when it's loudest. And if you start off with loud, it's going to get louder. But guess what? You're going to become better. You're going to become times 2. You feel what I'm saying? So anybody that's in, like, a loud moment, like, take a little bit of distance. Take 2-3 weeks off of distance of just, learning who you really are. And put yourself back in that situation and watch how you thrive. You feel me? I think me coming here to Kissimmee, for this little week, whatever it is to really know who I am. And I'm so grateful, bro, because, like, it's like, I post on social media, I do all these things, but, and, I am who I was when it was quiet. And now that it's like, I'm back in a situation, I'm back in an environment where it's super loud at, where I can easily fall into, like, sin. Yeah. And I didn't slip. I didn't miss no beat yet. And I'm so grateful, because, like, it showed me that, like, yo, you really changed. Like, you really, locked in. And then once I realized, I'm like, oh, it's that separation season. Like we talked about it. We're not one of them no more. Yeah. And the thing about me is, like, I'm grateful to be in this position to where it's like I can help my friends get to this position now. I can talk to them and say, yo, bro, like, if you just stay locked in, guess what's gonna happen for you? You feel me? Like, I didn't do it, it's God did it. All you gotta do is just pray to God. You feel me? And you feel me? And I'm happy to be in that position where I can be an example. You feel me? And that's my purpose, right? It aligns with my purpose to inspire people and inspire those closest around you. Guess what? Now everyone building. You feel what I'm saying? So I like that question. What about you, bro? That's a real good question.
For me, like, what do I think about people that are going through something, man? If you're going through something, bro, and you're trying to find peace and trying to find a better life, like they said, bro, you have to figure out, like, why you're in this position, right? Why you even feel like this in the first place? Because sometimes, what I'm saying, you be normal, right? Like, say you're a party person, you partying all the time, like, it's normal, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you think it's normal, you having fun, but then out of nowhere, your body feels something where it's like, okay, I'm kind of either, like, you're getting tired of it, or it's like to the point where it's like, all right, we need to move on from this now. You know what I'm saying? So your body will, sometimes, most of the time, our bodies will let us know when things aren't for us, or you'll see signs. For example, like when you go to a party or something, you'll probably see a sign, like people fighting, shootouts. Those are signs, because you have to realize these are God is, like, trying to tell you something in these moments, right? Yeah. Like when parties get shot up and you just so happen to make it out alive, God literally blessed you. You know what I'm saying? He literally gave you a blessing by allowing you to see tomorrow. Because some people don't. You know what I mean? Some people went to the party thinking they're just gonna party, they get to see tomorrow, and they don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you see things like this, you kind of stop going into stuff like that, because you realize, like, God already has been showing me why I don't need to be going to these things, why I don't need to be doing this, but we'll be so ignorant that we'll be like, we'll just keep going, we'll just keep doing it, we'll just keep doing it, and then
Yeah.
It'll be something like a big event, a traumatic event that'll happen to get you to stop or to get you to move away from this. But it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. It's like we have to come to a realization like, okay, this thing isn't for me, and we have to act in that moment instead of like maybe you're at a party and somebody's already telling you like, hey, somebody got a gun in here. That's God bro, look at that as a sign from God telling you to just leave right then and there.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why stay there? Yeah, he's letting me know, but he's letting me know as a message from who? Who told him to tell me?
That's deep. Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
who told
deep.
him to tell me?
That's deep.
Right? So take that as a sign.
That's deep.
Get up out of there. Leave. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
Change yourself. Turn away from it. And that's just how God works. Sometimes he works through other people. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep. I like that you said that because, like, think about the messengers, right? The prophets and all these people. Like, their message was the one thing, like, to believe in God, right? But it's so easy to get caught up in what you see. Like think about like how you just said, bro. Like the dude told him, yo, somebody got a gun in here, they finna shoot. But you want to stay in the party. Why? Because you see the drugs, you see the liquor, you see the females, you see the dudes. Yeah. So you want to get caught up with them until God show you and that thing get up there. You feel me? Yeah. Like, why did you take? Like, that's the thing in like our society, our generation. Like, we have to see it to believe it. But why? Why can't we just believe? Yeah. Why can't we just trust the first sign that we get? Like, why do we got to take ourselves to the deep end to really get closer to God? You feel me? And you know, I think it's real big that he said that because, you know, a lot of the times the people around you, like if like me, like, you know, if I keep doing good and I keep telling people like, yo, God got me, guess what they gonna do? Damn, I'm finna start doing what he do. Right. And then boom, now everybody growing, now everybody getting better. And like I think another big thing is, you know, to go back to the prophets, like you can't counter off them, right? You can't, like, what the people back then, they were like, nah, I don't believe you. But like he said, like, who told him that? Who told him that first message? Like, we so caught up on the creation rather than the creator. If God sent somebody a message, why should I not believe he God sent him? You feel what I'm saying? Like the book in the Quran, the Bible, like, God sent that, so why should I not believe it? And then this you know, God forgive me from all my Christians, but, you know, a lot of the times, like, people read the Bible and they know that Paul written in it. They know that somebody else written it. God didn't send that. God didn't send that edited stuff. God didn't write that all that extra stuff. So why do you believe it? You feel me? And I'm not saying don't get me wrong. Like, you know, forgive me, please. But it's like, if I know something is edited and it's not by God or it's not sent from God, why should I believe it all the way? You feel me? Yeah. And yeah, but yeah, don't even give me something like that. But I think it's real important to really just like be like we talk about, be aware. Because if you're aware, you're able to like see the signs and see the message and see so much more, bro.
So question.
Yes, sir.
How can somebody become aware? Like, if they haven't, like, or just how can somebody become aware?
How to gain your awareness?
That's a good ass.
That's a great question. I think really it's like really gain awareness is you just gotta know where you at, your situation, right? You just gotta know good from bad, right? Like, we all know sin, right? We all know the same sins. Like, no sin is different from another sin. So it's like, if you know that you're doing a sin willingly, you have to be like full aware of that. Like, I'm doing wrong. And once you the having the awareness of a sin, you become aware of so much more things, right? You become more aware of the good, and you become more aware of how to do good, and because you're gonna flee from sin. So once you like be aware of sin, you flee from it. You say, nah, I don't want to do that anymore because I know the sin. And I think also to increase your awareness by just learning, like just open up your brain and open up your heart. Like, a lot of times, like, our awareness don't increase because our knowledge don't increase, right? Our awareness is inflicted by our knowledge. So the more we learn, the more our awareness increases. You feel me? That's right. What about you, bro? That's a good question.
I feel like I'm thinking. I feel like we all kind of already have awareness. I feel like it's just we have to tap into it. We have to tune into it. We have to be aligned with our. You know what I'm saying? Aligned with our awareness. And what I mean by that is, like, when you have thoughts of inside your mind, instead of just like doing your normal day, think about those thoughts. Like, take that time to think about what you're thinking. Sometimes it be that deep. It might seem like you're overthinking, but it really is just you being aware of your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Because if you're not aware of your own thoughts, you just go through life how everybody else go through it. You know what I'm saying? So, because a lot of people think about it. A lot of people see different opportunities and stuff like that. They'd be like, oh, that's cool.
And don't attack. I like that.
You feel me?
That's
So,
deep.
it's like, once you become aware, it's like, okay, you might think of something, and when you become aware, you might be like, oh, that's cool. Let me go check this out now.
Yeah.
Let me go see what this is. How can I do this? How, you know what I'm saying? Being aware of just that it's there, but you're going to actually attack it now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's the way you can grow your awareness is by learning to trust your own thoughts. Like, trusting your own thoughts, thinking about your own thoughts, and trusting your actions behind your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because all that comes down with awareness, because you could be aware as you want and not take no action, but then it's like you're not gonna get to that better life. You get what I'm saying? So
like that.
You have to be aware but also act.
Okay, so I got a question for you. Do you think simple makes, do you think simple which is more awareness, like, or do you feel like, you know, or do you think simple is like actually simple, like the action, or what is the action of simple? You feel me?
So simple, I feel like it depends on how you view it in your perspective.
Okay, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, I could view simple in probably all aspects now in life. You know what I'm saying? So I can say, like, I live a simple life. Like, I don't really do much. I don't go out. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't do all that extra stuff. I just be here. I stream. I wake up. You know what I'm saying? I go to work. Simple, very simple, right? Yeah. But also, you could be very simple in your mind. Like, I know that I'm not gonna let negative in. Why do it, right? So if at any time I got a negative thought, I'm always thinking about God. Like, once I literally, every time I get a negative thought, my first thing is to start praying. Offer it. Just being grateful. That's usually what I do. So if I'm thinking of anything bad, something, like, say if, I don't know, I don't really have nothing bad that be going on. Yeah, bro. Like, let's just say, I don't know. Let's just say I'm struggling with money, right? Let's say I'm struggling with money, bro. I'm not gonna, now I wouldn't look at it as a bad thing. I'm gonna figure out, like, okay, I'm just being grateful. Like, what does God already gave me? What has God already gave me? I'm worrying about money, about what I can buy, what I want to buy. But what have God already gave me? What's already at my crib? I already got a house. I already got clothes. I already got food at the crib. What more do I need? You know what I'm saying? That's a simple life. Yeah. When you realize that's all you need: food, clothes, and a roof over your head. Yeah. That's simple, right? And even if you don't have those things, you have to be grateful for the simple things that you have. Because sometimes you might be even more simplicity than me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and it might actually help you have a better life or a better relationship with God because it's so simple. Yeah. You know? And I think having a simple life even opens you up more to God because you don't spend time doing other things. You have that time of simplicity where you're not doing nothing to talk to God, well, to learn about God. You know what I'm saying? So living a very simple life is
that connection with God. I like that because that's real deep. I think that's like the biggest thing, right? Because once you have a simple life, guess what? You're not distracted by the other things outside of life or outside of like your handling. A lot of times we want to handle so much, we want to do so much, we want to be able to control so much, but we don't control nothing, right? Like everything happens by the will of God. And once you have that in your thought, it's like, if I don't have money, okay, I know it's God not giving me the money, right? It's not my job not giving me money. It's not these people. It's God like saying, like, you know, it's a delay, right? And I like that you said that because, like, you know, like for me, right, if I don't have the money, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go give somebody who doesn't have money. Why? Because I feel like if I don't have it and I know I can help somebody have, not even like I have, like the little that I have, if I see somebody with no money, I'm gonna help them. Why? Because, you know, I have to always remember that it's people worse than me, people who don't really have it, and that's a way of a remembrance of like this world means nothing. The money, none of that means nothing because just as far as I can get it is as far as I can go. Yeah. Right, and I think like the biggest thing with the simple life is just like it's just being in the moment, right? Like a simple life is just living day by day rather than year by year, month by month. Like we try to like have these month goals and try to hit them in a day. Like we trying to make 20, 15K in a day. I mean, it's possible, yes, alhamdulillah, but like you have to make 100 to be able to get to 5,000. You feel me? And we so big on big goals, big numbers, but if big numbers make you happy, what does little numbers do for you? Right. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta have that balance. You gotta be pleased with everything. Right. You have to be humble. That's another thing too. Like a lot of times we only want the big numbers to pop our shit. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like we don't want the big numbers to help people. We don't want the big numbers to show people that's possible. We just want the big numbers to say, oh, I did it, I got it, I did, I did. And that I is just going to show you that, like, you're not really near God. God is not near you, you feel me? And you want to be near to God, because once you're near to God, guess what? He's going to bless you abundantly. And He's going to give you the simple life through the means that He provided for you. Like, a lot of times, like, we say, man, I worked my A off for this. I went hard every day for this. Man, I don't mean nothing. It was already ready for you to get. Like, honestly, like, it was already there for you. All you had to do was that. Yeah, all you had to do was show up. Like, that's all you had to do. Like, the money already there. The money doesn't go. Like, we say money growing trees always here. So money always there, you feel me?
Facts.
You just gotta show up. That's all you gotta do. Like, the tree's gonna show up every day. But are you gonna show up every day? And once you show up every day, guess what? Life is simple. That's really simple as that, bro.
Like that. And I like that you was talking about cause I got a idea. Like, I was just thinking about this a few days ago. Not even an idea. I was thinking of something and it came to my mind a few days ago. And it's like something similar to what you was talking about. Like, we plant seeds, right? Just because we plant seeds don't mean we gonna eat the fruit the same day.
Chill.
When I heard, bro, when I thought about that, bro, I'm like,
chill.
Whoa.
Chill. That's deep.
That's deep. It's true. Like,
that's deep.
The seeds we plant, we not gonna eat the fruit the same day.
That's deep.
So me knowing that, it's like, now it's like I realize that, you know, when we planting our seeds, it's not gonna grow the same day. So now that I know that, you just let God handle it. Right?
I like that. And the way for the seed to really grow is by what? You got water, and what the water is action. You gotta pour into it every day. And think about this, like, you can't pour into the seed one day out of the week because it's gonna grow like that. No, you gotta pour into it 7 days out the week every day. And then guess what? Not the first week, the second week, the third week. Guess what? You're gonna see a leaf. You're gonna see little and little and little. For me, like think about life. That's our life. You know, we gotta plant our ideas. Our ideas is a seed. We gotta plant that. We gotta plan. Then we gotta take action. Pour into it. We don't see no progress. So we're gonna do? Keep pouring into it. We're gonna keep showing up. And then once we see a little bit of that growth, guess what? We gotta keep showing up. The thing is, like, we stop after a little bit of growth, or we get stagnant after we see no growth. But like bro said, bro, you can't eat it in the same day. And they think about, like, you pick your fruit. You feel me? If you want to plant on banana, what you gonna plant on a banana? If you want to plant some mangoes, what you gonna plant a mango? Right. You plant your ideas, you plant your seeds, you plant your thoughts. It's all up to you. It's just how bad you want it. The world is yours. Like, we get it so confused. Like, the world is in your hand. Like, the ball is in your hand always, at all times. Like me, I'm so used to be like, dang, watching the ball fall in my hand. I had to tell myself, bro, the ball been in my hand. like real life. I had to keep it a towel on myself. Like I be talking to myself like, oh, when I get this, I'm gonna do this. When I get, you already got it. You already got it, kid. Just do you. Just be you. Show up every day. And once you do that, it's easy. Feel me? And that's deep, bro, because, like, a lot of times we want to take that, or we want to go get somebody else's banana. We want to get somebody else's tree. We want to get somebody else's fruit. We want to go do what somebody else doing. We want to take from them. Yeah. We want to take from them, but you can't get it like that. There's no beauty in that. There's no growth in that.
Facts. And if you think about it, think about a tree, right? Like, when we see trees, the leaves is way at the top, right? Like, we can't grab it. We can't. It's not gonna be easier for them to cut the trees down, right? It's easier for us to, like, climb, right? It'll be easier for us to climb, right? So think about yourself as a tree, right? Like, don't let things distract you, right? Because you're not gonna block off all your you're not gonna cut off all your blessings to allow things at the bottom to come to you, right? No, let it come to you. You sit with your blessings. Sit tall and let things come up to you. But my fault. My fault.
That's too much for them. That's really what it is, though. That's really what it is, though. Like, y'all really just be blocking out blessings, cutting it off. Why? Because y'all bring cutters around y'all. Oh, that's why. Like, we get it so confused. Like, we bring the wrong people around us. We bring the wrong thinking mindsets around us. And what we gonna do? They gonna eat off your tree. They gonna bring your leaves down. And then if you really want to go deeper than that, think about, like, your leaves rotten. Your leaves get old. Your leaves fall in the fall season. So you gotta remember, you're gonna go through a hard time. That's what it is right there. You're gonna have that hard moment. But what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep watering your tree? Are you gonna keep seeking for that sunlight? Are you gonna keep seeking to those bright days? Are you gonna keep seeking for that summer? Cause fall and winter, guess what? It's real cold out. You feel me? It's real scary out. That's why everybody fall. That's why everybody, oh, I'm gonna go get me a boo, this and this and this. And then when summer come out, everybody want to be back blossoming. But they didn't go through that winter. They didn't go through that struggle. They didn't go through those when the leaves was falling. So what are you gonna do? Would be the question. Y'all cooking. We together.
We together. Oh my mama.
We together. That's all it is.
Nah,
You feel me?
facts,
But
bro.
feel me? I like that. But y'all, everybody's gotta stay up, bro. That's the biggest thing. Consistency. Like people say, oh, consistency is key. That's the truth, bro.
Facts.
Like it's not like what's the word? I don't even know what the word is, but when people just say it, cliche.
Oh, cliche.
Cliche. Yeah, it's cliche, but it's the truth. You show up 90, 60 days, 30 days. Honestly and truly, it really is 30 days, bro. You show up for 30 days straight.
Straight. Consistency turns into a habit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And once you build up good habits, it's over with. The ball. That's when the ball is in your hand.
What you gonna do with it?
What you gonna do with it? I'm hooping.
You feel me though?
Me, I'm trying to go for 50 at half. I told Weez early. I'm trying to, feel me? And halftime coming up too. Like we talked about, bro. Halftime is near, bro. And so right now, like this moment, this is the moment for you to really take that next step, bro. Because a lot of people are gonna be lost, bro. With these May is halftime, bro. May is when it's the loudest, when it's summer, when we party and just got out of school and all these things. So be prepared, bro, for my believers. For a life game. You feel me? Be prepared, bro, because we built different around here. For me, this is where we separate ourselves. This is when we become. This is when we show who we really are. When it's the loudest, like we talked about, like we not in the quiet no more. It's not quiet no more. It's no more quiet winter days. This summer is hot. Is the devil? The devil want to eat. He feasting right now.
Outside, ain't
me? Outside, everybody. Oh, let's smoke one. And outside, what? No, not me. Feel me? I wasn't doing it before. I'm not doing it now. So that's really all I got, bro.
I like that, bro. I like that. And shoot, I ain't got nothing else either, bro. Hey, man. What's your freaking closing words? What's your closing words, man?
My closing words for episode 36. For me, figuring out the test is, I'm gonna go with that, bro, because I think that's what important. I think once you figure out the test, you beat the test. Figure out your test, you win the test. Because once you figure out the test, you're able to like solve the test, right? So the title is Figure Out the Test, and we talk about it. Now I want you to go back and really think about your test and figure out how could you overcome your test and figure out how could you win that test. And just keep striving, bro. Stay consistent, bro, and never give up. Never give up. Don't be afflicted by the numbers and just stay true to yourself, bro. I like that.
And for me, to like kind of back off on what he's saying about the test, like make sure, make it simple for yourself, right? Don't make it too hard on yourself. Don't put so much things in your way to where you can't get past this test. You know what I mean? Make it simple for yourself. So you see something going on, make it simple. Like, just stop right there, right? Or just make it simple, realize what it is, and then stop. Just make things more simple, even when it comes down to the test. Make it simple for yourself. So what does that mean? If you got to study before your test, study before your test. Make it simple for yourself. Don't make it hard on yourself, trying to go into a test blinded. Feel me? So... Yeah,
I like that. I like that, man. Episode 36, first one in the video together, man.
I already know, man. Episode 36. Dang, that's crazy, bro.
Like, and it's like, we're not done yet. I'm going to keep it a thou. I'm going to say it. I don't care. Like, we're not done yet, bro. Like, there's so much more to come, bro. It's like, so much more things to talk about, so much more things to experience in this life, bro. Because, like, for me, it only been 8 months, right? I only can talk about what I learned in the last 8 months. So think about, 2-3 years from now. It's gonna be dummy things to talk about. It's gonna be dummy growth. We all gonna grow together, bro. That's all we want. Community, grow together. Keep striving, bro, for sure.
That's facts, man. I love y'all, man. This is episode 36. We're gonna see y'all boys in the next one, episode 37. That's Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tune in, bro. We'll be back. Shout out J-Dot, man. Love y'all boys, man. Say love.